Yo, YouTube, it's Aeghis. In today's video, I'm going to answer an extremely common question that I've been getting a lot on my stream and just in general, and that's, Aeghis, how do I consistently proc Disciplinary for my go? But first, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, everyone, and thank you all for the insane support over the last couple months. The channel and my Twitch channel have both come very far from where I first started, and I owe all that to you guys, so thank you to everyone who watches and supports me. Okay, now to answer the question you all clicked on the video for, let's talk about how to proc Disciplinary in the most consistent way. Okay, so let's get into it. How do we consistently proc Disciplinary command for our goes? So, as a mage in Arena, a lot of the times your setups involve a DB sheep or sheeping some sort of target, okay? So in this example, I'll use a blink DB sheep, and this is going to be just the basic example on the most consistent way to proc DC. So I'll show you that now, and then I'll explain it later. So as you can see, DC is procced, and I just successfully DB sheeped my target. But there was one thing that you probably noticed, and that it was that I pressed Nova at the exact same time I was sheeping. So we can break that down now. I'll replay that, and we can cover it. Okay, so let's see what happens. So obviously you can see I blinked DB, so that's going to cover the fire and the arcane. If you weren't even blink DBing, let's just say you were sheeping off of like a cheap shot or kidney or something, you would still only need to worry about the arcane and the frost. The poly will cover the arcane, and then the nova that you're about to see will cover the frost, and then obviously your damage rotation will cover the fire one. So really what I want you guys to keep in mind is it's really only the frost one that you guys have to worry about when you proc DC, and that's why this root trick is very, very strong. So I'll show it to you here. So you can see when I cast this poly, right, I'm novaing at the exact same time. So I'll back that up. You can see if you can see right here where I'm hovering my mouse, you can actually see that I'm spam pressing this. So I'm sheeping, and there's something in this game called a spell queue window, where you can actually queue another spell before the one that you're currently casting or pressing goes off. This way, that ensures that you basically have no downtime in between your globals. So that's what I'm doing in this case. I'm polying, and then I'm queuing for my next global. I'm queuing another spell, which is Frost Nova. So you can see they go off. You can see Nova's on cooldown here, and the target is in a poly. So normally the Nova would break poly, right? So I'll show you guys this example here where it breaks poly. But in this case, you actually poly and Nova at the exact same time, and it doesn't break the sheep, okay? So if you have Nova, this is something you need to be doing to proc Disciplinary. Okay, and the second most consistent way to proc Disciplinary is to do the same thing except use a Ring of Frost, okay? So let's just say in this example, this is something I do quite often in Arena, right? Is that, let's say this is the kill target, okay? Creepy Crawler, we're going to take this guy out. So I get him in a pre-poly, and then I blink DB, ring the healer, or, whoever I'm crossing. Now you can see I have Disciplinary procced. My target is in a pre-sheep, and this guy is CC'd. So that's going to be that's going to be like the second way to do it. You have to keep in mind, though, the target that you're DB ringing, you have to remember some targets run Sephuz, or some targets run the Relentless Trinket. So that's just something that you have to keep in mind. If it's a relentless target, you are not going to be able to DB ring. I think the haste required for that is somewhere near like 36, or just something that you can't quite get yet. So you're not going to be able to DB ring a target that's rally, so just keep that in mind if you're doing this version. And also keep in mind that, for a good example would be like Disc Priest, or sometimes Holy Priest run it too into Rogue Mage, is that they'll run Sephuz, which basically just reduces incoming crowd control by 10%. That's actually enough to disrupt DB ring. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that so that you guys wouldn't run into that and be confused. But yeah, I hope that this has helped you, and yeah.